Hello everyone, Happy New Year, welcome. Today I'm going to show you my complete collection. This is going to be more of like a chatty video because there's like a lot of things that I want to say as always. So if you're expecting like a very informative video about every PC that I own, I'm not gonna do that. So let's go and jump right in. The first thing that I want to talk about are my 2022 goals. And the number one goal that I will have to meet, it is objective and it has to get done. That goal is to get rid of all of these extra PCs that I've had sitting in these boxes for the past 2 years since I started collecting. I counted all the PCs. There's a little over 50 cards in every box. So a little over 100 in total. These cards need to go. They need to get out, guys. They really do. I already started. I posted maybe like 40 PCs on my trade and sales account, and I've already made some progress, which is great. So if you ever hop on over to my trades and sales account and see me post the same photo cards over and over again, it's because I'm trying to get rid of these. I'm trying to get rid of these so bad. So to get rid of some of these cards, I know I had to expand my collection somehow to give more people an opportunity to trade with me. I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell because selling is, to me, is so complicated, especially now that like PayPal and other online merchandise have like changed their rules. Like you have to pay taxes on certain things. I'm not about that. We're not doing that. This is for fun. So I'm gonna force trade these cards out of my life, and I already started doing that, like I said. So I had to pull out my BTS Yoongi wish list. So I am collecting Yoongi. That is an update. I think I want to start my Victon collection this year. I haven't decided which member I want to collect from Victon. I already started my NCT Kun collection because I already had a bunch of Kun cards anyways, which you will see in a second. So I've done great progress on that. So as far as 2022 goals, my goals are to get rid of all those PCs. And if I decide to collect a new group, it's because I needed to get rid of those cards desperately. Okay, so let's get into the collections. I want to start with one that I haven't shown since like the beginning of 2021, and that is my Frankenstein NCT 2020 collect book. I have a very old video showing me storing these. I decided a while ago to let go of the Kinos for this collection, and I think I've done pretty okay getting rid of some of those. When NCT 2021 came out, I was delusional, like that delusion hit again, where I'm like, maybe I should collect, you know, OT21 for this era. Like, what are you, stupid? Yes, don't do that. Don't ever. Like, collecting all of these album PCs was a nightmare. I spent so much money and I still have so many albums, so many Kinos left over from this collection. I'm just really close to just throwing them away. I know I always say that and I never do it, but one day I will. I am thinking of trading all of these off as well. I think I'm being a little more cautious with the past and present albums and past and present Kinos because those are a little more uncommon. And I think that's because a lot of people went absolute ham on Departure and Arrival, like the Kinos and the album. But for the most part, I do have everybody's album PCs for Resonance 2020, I think. And if you don't see them here, I probably moved them to my big binder or I traded them off. I was like willing to let some of them go. I also collected OT18 for Empathy era, and I do have all of those. I haven't traded any of those off. Not sure if I want to keep them or not. But that OT18 collection was like so difficult. I spent so much money on getting some of those cards, especially like Mark and Headshot. Do I want to be annoying and say that's a first press card? It doesn't even matter because it probably looks the same as the second press, to be honest. So that is my Frankenstein collect book. I think I already saw that they're coming out with a 2021 collect book already, which is so, it's just, that's annoying. Like, it's already annoying. If you want more info on how I made this collect book, I think there's an old video of me talking about it. And you can go check that out if you want to. So let's move on to the next. So the next binder that I want to show you guys, I actually had to put you on my other tripod, the one that's kind of more shaky. So hopefully it's not, hopefully it pulls through. This is an 11 by 14 binder. It is very, very long. I started collecting magazines mostly for the Boyz when I was like totally caught up on everything the Boyz. Like there was no merch out at the time, there was no comeback. I had just, you know, caught up with everything. But what did start coming out a lot during this time was magazine photo shoots, because I think they were still riding the wave of winning Road to Kingdom. And then being on Kingdom, you know, they had a lot of press and all that stuff. So I think that's where a majority of these photo shoots, like, you know, came from. For these magazines, I just ripped out the photo shoots that they're in and then I put them in here. There are a couple of magazines that I've had extremely difficult time trying to get. And sometimes I really can't justify paying like DHL or EMS shipping for like 2 magazines. Just recently, Jaehyun had a photo shoot, solo photo shoot with Elle magazine, and I wanted it so bad, but no American stores were selling it. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get it on K-Town for You, which I haven't bought anything from K-Town for You in 2021 because, like I just said, just paying like DHL and EMS shipping is absolutely crazy for some albums. And so there were like 2 magazines that I wanted to buy. They were both like $6 each, and then with the shipping it was like $40 for 2 magazines. And so I was like, okay, well, now that I'm here, I might as well just purchase some albums or something. So I put in some albums, and then like the total came out to like $60 worth of stuff, and then the shipping was like $70. I was like, no way. And I promptly deleted it. So there are some magazine shoots that I do want, but it's gonna take me some time to find them because I feel like not a lot of people buy magazines if there's no photo cards. This was one of my favorite shoots from 2021 for Jaehyun because they did him like, look at his skin. Oh my god, he's glowing. I did not know he had so many beauty marks on his face. He is gorgeous. What a gorgeous, gorgeous man. Absolutely stunning. I think I do have Jian's Days photo shoot. I have like 2 copies of it, but I haven't like ripped them out and put them in here yet because this is like a 1.5 inch binder because it's like meant for legal documents. It's not meant to hold like a lot of stuff. But I will get to it at some point. They came out with a bunch of Chinese magazine shoots, and then they just came out with like one more. I forgot what it's called. I do not have that one. When I first started collecting magazines, I thought I was going to do like every single, or like, you know, because there's like multiple idols in a magazine. It's not like just the Boyz. They have like different people in them. I thought that I was going to like collect all of the idols that I liked and put them in here, but that was getting too much, so I decided just to keep it to the Boyz. And I do have, this was from the Star One magazine. This was after Kingdom. Like all the groups got like their individual photo shoots. So this is ateez. This was when Stray Kids had already been announced to be the winner for Road to Kingdom. And so ateez was on there, so I just decided to keep them in here, even though their photo shoot was kind of dark actually. I'm also willing to buy magazines for like Johnny or Jeno. I do have like one Shawnee photo shoot on here. I do want to collect like, I think I did one for Vogue. But obviously that's like something not totally priority. That's just something that I collect when I have nothing to collect. Oh yeah, so this is the W Korea. I think this is W Korea. Well, I'm not sure. I don't remember now. I think it was. I think I cut down the pages. Yeah. The shoot was called The Two Romeos. It was Johnny and Jaehyun from NCT 127. What an iconic photo shoot. It like shook the world completely. We stand. All right. So that was my magazine binder. On to this binder. This is officially now my bigger inclusions binder. I did finally decide to be selective on some of the bigger inclusions that I collect for Johnny or Jeno. And maybe some Sehun as well. When I was organizing these, I swear I had more, but I have no idea where they are. I have absolutely no idea. So I do collect some Sehun large inclusions, but for the most part, I would like to stick just to Johnny and Jeno. And it's not like every large inclusion, it's just like, if I really like the postcard, I will try to go out of my way to go find it. Season's greeting stuff. This year, I did not buy Season's greetings because last year was the first year that I bought Season's greeting stuff, and I went all in and I didn't use any single thing that was in the Season's greetings box. So I didn't use the calendar. I tried to use some of the planners, but it did not work out for me. So that's why this year I decided not to buy any Season's greetings boxes and just like collect the photo cards, because Season's greetings is something like very accessible throughout the year. I feel like people are just ready to let go of their member sets. I have a bunch of like large inclusions for Gravity. These are like 4 or 3 duplicates that I have of this Taeyong. I'm not planning to collect large inclusions. Like I said before, besides anybody, Johnny, Jeno, and maybe some Sehun stuff. But sometimes I buy like an album that comes with a PC, and then it comes with a larger inclusion like this Yechan's card, so I'll just go ahead and keep it, I guess. But yeah, so this is where I'm planning to put my larger inclusions for anyone that is not the Boyz from now on. Next binder is a new binder that I started this year. This is my pre-order benefits binder. I plan to primarily use this for the Boyz, but then I also kind of actively collect benefits for Gravity and for Sun from ateez. I just decided to include them in here. One of the reasons I did find having like a A5 binder preferable for a collection is that if you're like me that collect like 2 members of a group and like to see them on the same page, this is definitely a setup that like works for that, because I like seeing the equivalents next to each other. And when I had them in my like 2-inch binder in a night pocket page, it was kind of hard because you had to like bleed them over. or you know, I'd have to create a filler. I'm the type of person who likes to fill in like every single pocket in a page, and so mentally this really like helped me, and so that's why I was prompted to do it. This year for the Boyz, I completely finished my Chase Stealer Through a Ride benefits. And then when the Maverick era started, I decided to be more selective on the benefits that I collect, because honestly, there were too many. Way too many benefits, and I was going insane, and they were very expensive. And I don't know, there's like this unspoken pressure to get all the benefits, and I don't know where the hell that comes from, because no one is like yelling at you to get all the benefits. So I don't know where that pressure comes from, honestly. So I had like a really long talk with myself and said, well, just collect what you want for benefits. Like, just chill out, just relax, it's okay. And I couldn't really understand like how I could be chill with some benefits. Like for Sun, I don't collect every benefit for Sun, I only collect the ones that I like. And then for the Boyz, I was just like, oh my god, I have to have this benefit, I have to have this benefit. Like, no, you don't. You do not need to have every single one. So slowly but surely, I am learning to be more chill with benefits, and I gave them kind of like their own little separate space. And it probably helps me mentally too, just because I don't have to flip through that section in my binder and be like, oh right, I'm missing that one, and like hyper focus and obsess over that. You know what I mean? Alright, so next binder is my 1.5 inch binder. I started this binder, I would say probably like in the middle of the year. My intention for this binder was to put like all of the new collections that I was going to start, because I was somewhat delusional to the fact that I wouldn't start that many collections. Here we are. So the first one on this page is epex. And then I did make tab dividers for like every group that I collect. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are against tab dividers, but it makes it so much easier than just like trying to skim through the pages, you know, and trying to get to the page that you want to be at. One advice I do have to say for like people that want to start their photocard collection this year is do not get a small binder. Like, go ahead and get a 3-inch binder. I'm being super duper serious right now. You might be saying, wow, I could never fill up a 3-inch binder. You are lying, okay? Let me tell you. I wish somebody could have openly gave that advice to me when I first started collecting photo cards, is to go ahead and just get a big binder. Don't get a 2-inch, don't do that. Get a 3-inch binder. Put all of that shit together, you know? If you're the type of person who really doesn't care about like your binders looking aesthetic or having like cute binders, go ahead and get a big 3-inch D-ring binder. Do it. So once you get your feet wet, it's really hard to stop. So that's why I think if you're gonna go in, just go in all the way. Like, just be committed, get a 3-inch binder, and it'll make your life easier. Like, even me, myself, like right now, I'm considering just getting like a big, thick 5-inch, 6-inch binder and putting like everything together. This is honest. I'm honestly speaking right now, just to make like everything easier. Everything is in one place, and it kind of like minimizes the amount of binders that I have. Because this is the first binder that I started with, my collection, this 1.5 inch, and I fit in a pretty good amount of cards in this binder before I decided to upgrade and split collections into binders. Once you decide to do that, like, it's off the rails. Like, you just start hoarding binders like out of nowhere. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I have like so many binders now, and it's just like, I would really just love one massive binder to put everything in. And I think it's gonna come to that now, guys. Honestly, it's gonna come to that. Right, so next binder is what I like to call my main binder. I have about 6 or 7 collections in here. Here on the side, I just have this Sehun from the 2019 Season's Greetings, I believe, because look at him, he looks amazing. This is from that photo frame thing. Somebody gave me this Johnny bookmark as a freebie. That was from like the school kit thing, I believe. These are like Polaroid style little things that I made like a long time ago. This is one of my favorite pictures of Jeno, to be honest. It's not even an intentional picture. Oh, I love this man. And these are just like 2 freebies that I have on here. So the first person in this collection binder is Johnny. With my Johnny collection this year, I decided to collect more non-album stuff, like more merch. And honestly, life was easier when I just collected album PCs because there's a lot of merch and it's kind of hard to keep up with, even though Johnny's not a hard member to collect. There's just a lot of stuff. But towards the end of the year, I'm like talking to myself more and trying to really just chill out on the non-album stuff. Like, it's never been like a huge priority, so I don't know why I would stress myself over having everything all at once. Like I said before, it's not a race. Who am I racing against? Like, it's just ridiculous, the amount of pressure sometimes that we put on ourselves with a collection. Again, I might be speaking for myself. You might not feel any pressure to hurry up with a collection, but it's just, sometimes it happens and it's like this really annoying imaginary pressure. Like, go away, we don't need you, negative thoughts. Another thing that was highly beneficial this year for me is taking breaks for collecting. Like, taking a break for collecting, like not buying anything or not trading, and like waiting a while, no matter how long it takes. Like, once you've allowed yourself to have a break and sort of like not think about trading or selling your stuff, I found that it gave me like more motivation, and I found like my love for collecting again once I take a break. So definitely take a break with collecting. I feel like it's necessary. And there are some people who like give up collecting, and that's totally fine. If you find that it is a big financial burden for you, don't do it because you feel like you have to. Again, there's that imaginary pressure. Like, downsize, get rid of your collection, whatever you gotta do to make yourself feel better, because your mental health is way more important than these pieces of cardboard. So here is the beginning of my Coon collection. I guess we can talk about this. I have all these Coon cards. I just started trading for cards on my Coon wish list. And I'm almost done with it, which is kind of great. Coon is like a secret king we didn't know we have. Like, I can't believe I've been sleeping on this man for so long, but my third eye is opening to the king that he is. So what I decided to do was separate his NCTU cards with his wavy cards. And then as soon as I get more of his wavy cards, I think I have like 2 of his Kinos on the way, which is crazy to say. Like, I never thought wavy would have Kinos, but they have Kino cards. Ugh, that's wild. That's wild. So as soon as I get more of like my wavy cards in, and then I'll organize as needed. If you can tell, like, organizing is not something that I am worried about at all. That is something that I worked on this year. I assimilated myself into collector culture. I did organize my binder, That's something that I didn't do before for mental health reasons, as strange as it may sound. But as I was doing it, I was enjoying it, doing it on my own pace. So yeah, definitely don't feel the need to have your binder look the way other people want it to look. Make it look like whatever works best for you. That is definitely something I never understood. Like, oh, your binder should look a certain way, XYZ, XYZ. Like, you're not the one paying these bills. Like, come on. It's your binder. You paid for everything. You get to decide what your binder looks like. I did finish Sehun this year. Congratulations to me. No Sehun solo just yet, which I feel like it's not coming. The more close his enlistment date is coming, which he hasn't announced yet, but it is coming. But if we could get like a solo, like single album, that would be great. Someone let Sehun and his people know that we are patiently waiting. Gravity is a group that is slowly starting to become an old group. I honestly love Gravity's music, and I love Kim Taeyong. Like, Taeyong, what a king, honestly. This kid, he is so freaking adorable. He is so talented. We love him. My goal is to have more people jump on the Gravity train. Hop on in, there's space for all of us. Video I recommend is the Jumper dance practice video. One of my favorite songs from Gravity is Jumper, and the choreography to that song is killer. I love it so much. So behind this blue tab, I just never got rid of this blue tab divider. It's always been here. I used to use it to put like the stuff that like my mail and the stuff that I was going to sort. I would just put it in here in these pockets. But now I don't know why. It doesn't mean anything, but it's here. Here I have several miscellaneous collections. I have my Woods collection back here. I made a whole video of how my Woods collection revolutionized my world. I only collect the Woods PCs that I want, and just because I don't collect every single PC for his solos does not mean I am less of a fan. You know, let's ingrain that to our heads. I'm speaking for myself here. I'm trying to speak for myself. Yeah, so I'm not even done with Whoops era. I have no cards for Only Lovers left. I don't have any cards for Set. So that's just gonna come when they come. And I feel the same way about my Hangul collection. I love my Hangul collection. My little itty bitty Hangul collection is slowly but surely there, but I have like no interest of letting it go, like whatsoever. It's definitely a project, it's definitely a challenge, and I love him so much that I'm not gonna let him go. Pentagon is a group that I want to start. I possibly want to start collecting Yoan. I kind of have a lot of benefits for him. I don't have a lot of his album cards. Maybe I want to collect Yenan now that he's back. I might collect him, but who knows? We don't know. Yoan's benefit pictures, his selfies, they're so freaking cute. I love him so much. Back here is like miscellaneous cards. When I bought like photo books, these are the photo book PCs that I pulled that I just kept. And then I kept some cards back here. Sometimes I keep them in the binder because I don't want them to get bent. Like the Taeyong Pink Elephant PC. I have this random Unu card because I had purchased it to be able to get the Subin Blue Hour R version card. That's why it's there. So I'm just keeping it in case one day there's like a highly valuable card that I want. So that's why he is there. And then I have just some random cards back here. And then I have some SF9 cards from my chatty cards. He's so freaking cute. Yeah, just very random cards back here. And this page is like a little ID page that I made. And I just store them back here, even though like I have Jaehyun and Juyeon back here and they're not in this binder. I keep these little ID pages back here. And here's a very random like Baekhyun little see-through thing that we're just keeping back here for some reason. So that is my big main binder where a majority of my collection lies. I'm thinking for this binder is the binder that I want to get like a 5-inch or a 6-inch binder just to like hoard everything in here. Put the cards that I have in here for like my new collections binder into just one big binder. It may turn out to be a horrible, terrible idea, but I don't know, guys. We don't know. This is a 2-inch binder and it's definitely running out of space, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do to shift cards around for the new collections that I want to start. So my very last binder is, of course, my Boyz binder, one of my biggest and most thorough collections that I have. This binder has been through many changes. Many emotions have been felt with this binder, but here we are. Here on like the binder sleeve, I have these two like freebie sticker sets that I got from Music Plaza. They're very nice. They're very cute. This is like a duplicate from like this event concert thing that happened a while ago, so I just kept it here. This is a like Sanyang ticket that I pulled and I could never trade off, so he's just chilling there for a second. And these are like the two like mock Polaroid things that I made, so they're sitting comfortably in the spine. All right, so my Boyz collection has been through some ups, it has been through some downs, but I did finish this collection this year. So right now I'm just currently just working on the new releases like Maverick. This is a 2-inch binder, by the way, and I might need to upgrade it to, like I said, I might as well get like a 5-inch binder, to be honest. A really big change that I made to this binder quite recently is that I started using the backs of the 9 pocket pages. I hope you guys can see both sides of there. When I first started collecting, I always wondered why collectors never use the back pages of their 9 pocket pages, because I used to collect Pokemon cards and I definitely used like the backs of my 9 pocket pages. And so to like sort of just assimilate to the culture, I just started doing what everybody else does. But I saw a YouTuber, and I can't remember their name unfortunately, but they used the backs and it looked great. I was like, wow, that looks pretty good. Like, I want to start doing that to my cards. And it actually has really helped me out because you can kind of keep like the same album together, not have it like bleed over to the next page, which is great. And if you don't collect the Boyz, the backs of their photo cards are actually not that interesting. I think so. I don't think they're that cool, especially for the Chase Dealer era. There are just some wonky colors. So it's really no loss, to be honest. There is no loss in using the backs of them. So this is the Maverick era. I really haven't sorted out how I want to like put all the cards in. These are all the cards that I have right now. I haven't made any progress on this collection, to be honest. I've been taking it pretty chill, and like I said in the beginning of the video, like my goal is to trade off all those cards that I have in those little bins. And I know y'all are trying to get rid of these Thrill Ride and Maverick PCs because there's so many benefits. So that's why I'm kind of like not stressed out about finishing that collection, because I feel like eventually people will want to cross trade for anything. So I'm just waiting for that moment. This is like my rare like broadcast or whatever page. I have no plans to expand this as of right now because there's so many The Boyz collectors now, and the price of these broadcast cards are definitely going up. They're definitely more expensive. So I don't know if I'll ever even get the Jaehyun Bloom Bloom card, which that's actually the only one that I really want at the moment. I made a tab divider for merch because I do collect non-album and merch stuff for The Boyz. Not every single thing. I've decided not to collect like concept cards. There's a bunch of stuff that came out just recently that I am not even motivated to get, like the Japanese like fan cafe sort of thing, and there was something else. Oh, their recent like concert, like the B Zone, they have like a whole bunch of merch, and there are Supply cards on there, but I don't feel motivated to get that stuff like at all, like zero. And that B Zone merch, I guarantee you, is going to be like this Kingdom merch. That given time, it's gonna get more and more expensive. But honestly, I'm just not motivated to get that stuff right now. So if I just don't end up getting those PCs, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm fine. Definitely a lot of regrettable purchases for The Boyz. I do regret buying these Dear My Muse pajama set boxes. I spent a lot of money on those boxes, and when people are reselling them, they're actually reselling the sets at a cheaper price than the boxes. Like it really it really made me mad that I spent probably triple of what these cards are worth right now. So that is definitely a regrettable purchases. I did join a lot of goes this year in 2021 for The Boyz, which I do regret as well. And that's not me like on bragging on go managers, because that's definitely something that I could never ever do, like handle other people's stuff and other people's money. But for stuff that I received through goes, I think I paid like double or even triple the amounts of what I would have paid if I would have just waited for people to sell their stuff. But if it's like member specific, I would still advise you to purchase it, especially if you collect popular members like I do, like Jiyeon and Jaehyun, because people like to overprice the stuff, like the Be Your Own King merch. Definitely, if you're able to get like member specific merch items, which do happen occasionally, just go ahead and buy them yourself. This year sparked like a absolute mania with like magazine photo cards. People went absolute crazy for these Night magazines, and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of magazines like stashed somewhere, and they're not even that nice, to be honest, TBH. They're kind of faded, and they're made like out of very cheap cardstock, but I'm not gonna lie that they're actually very cute. Here's some horizontal cards. This is where I put my Chase and Steeler lenticulars, and if there are ever any more horizontal cards, I'll just stick them here in the back. I do have a section for OT11. There are some like photo cards that I do want, like an OT11 set, like these reveal film cards. It has been like 2 years and I haven't been able to get Kevin or Chunny's like little reveal little boy film strip little thing. So we're still waiting on that. This is like a benefit set. Do y'all remember the drama for these Everline? Is this Everline? I think so. Yeah, there was drama with these sets. Be Your Own King stuff. Other OT11 sets that I actually do want to work on is the Breaking Dawn, like this version. If you watch my K-pop photo card challenge, I could not speak more about this concept, the Breaking Dawn concept. One of my favorite albums from The Boyz last year. One of my favorite concepts from them. that is a set that I want. I actually do want a Thrill Ride Splash OT11 set, but I haven't started on that at all. These are the Be Your Own King merch stickers. This was a sticker set, and so I kind of just cut them up and I put them into like this sleeve. Another thought that I was pondering is maybe try like 8-pocket sleeves for my collection. I also saw somebody else, I think it was for their BTS collection, that they used 8-pocket sleeves. And kind of the same concept with my benefit binder. It would just allow me to have like the equal amount of 2 members in one page. So that is a thought, that is a concept. This OT11 set is from the calendar sort of thing, from the Kingdom merch. And this side as well is from the Kingdom merch. These are some like random cards that I have on here. I'm waiting for like a good trade to trade this Changming card that I purchased for a very good price a long time ago. And this Changming card is actually the one that I pulled from the album when I bought the album. And I could not for the life of me find Juyeon or Jaehyun, so I ended up buying Juyeon and Jaehyun. So I actually do have this Changming card. These are some duplicates that I have that I just put back here. These are my larger inclusions in no particular order. They're just randomly put in here. Postcards from the albums, like the older albums. This is like the Photozine from Dreamlike. Do y'all remember when we used to get like OT12 postcards in the album? That was nice. These are 2 freebie photo cards. I really loved this concept from the Chase Stealer era, so I decided to put that there. I love these 2 postcards because like obviously the greenery. Natural lighting does so much to a photograph. Like we need to take these idols outside to take some pictures, honestly. Thrill Ride postcards were not my favorite because of the holographic. I really do not like holographic. It gives me a headache. And I'm kind of sad that this Jian postcard is holographic because that is such a great picture of him. Like we absolutely stand. Some postcards that I'm missing. I'm missing like 1 set for Thrill Ride. There are some like Japanese fan club postcards that I want. The one from like the pajama party, which are very expensive, so that's not really a priority. There are a couple of these that I'm missing from the older albums that I want, but I haven't made the effort to go look for them. I did not buy the Boyz Season's Greeting this year, so I'll have to buy like member sets once everybody has like their member sets. The Season's Greetings in the US, I remember last year I think it was like $35 or $40. It went up to $60. $60. Oh my god, that was crazy. No way, guys. No way. This is a replica PC that I can't believe like someone gave to me. I don't care if it's a replica. I really don't care, but I feel like the need to tell you that it's a replica PC. It's just one of those photo cards that I know that I'll never have, so it was a really nice surprise to get it as a freebie. Jaehyun looks so freaking good in black. Someone help me, please. Wow, he looks amazing in black. Oh, here's that ticket thing from the concert. Why am I saying that again? Oh yeah, because of the NCT tickets that I have. This is a random Kevin reveal because I couldn't find either Jaehyun's or Jiyeon's and somebody wanted Kevin's. But by the time I had received this postcard, I had already purchased. These KCON, is it like KCON, K-Connect postcards were advertised as photo cards. So it was a big surprise to all of us when we received postcards. Oh my god. The disappointment was too real. There's another like KCON set. I haven't seen anyone try to sell those, but I've seen Jaehyun's and his set is actually pretty cute, so I kind of want it. Oh my god, these two, a total scam. These postcards were a total scam. These like what is it, like 3D? I don't even know what you want to call them. In order for you to get like the AR to work, you had to buy like the member they were swimming with in the video. So even if you had bought this AR like postcard, you couldn't see the AR unless you had the member that they were swimming with, which is absolutely crazy. That is a total scam. That was a scam. Here's some A4 posters. They do peek up here at the top, which is kind of annoying, but I haven't bent them yet, which is pretty nice. These Be Your Own King A4 posters, oh my god, they're so gorgeous. Like every single member's photo shoot was amazing. Especially Changmin's. Changmin, oh my god, he killed that photo shoot. He looks so good. I'm missing Jaehyun's like little fan club field trip thing from the Breaking Dawn, but I honestly forgot that I had Juyeon's, so that's probably not a priority for me to get at the moment. And here is Juyeon. This is such a great shot of Juyeon. Like, I kind of want this to be like a cover of something. All right, guys, that is everything. I have shown you all of my possessions. I've shown you everything. I've spoken probably more than you wanted me to, but those are my thoughts on my collections. I am starting to feel very relaxed with collecting now. I think I found a happy medium with collecting. Collecting definitely has its ups and downs. Definitely, if you're not feeling 100% happy with something, just get rid of it. Like, there's no point to stress out over something like so small as K-pop photo cards, to be honest. So that was it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm excited to see how crazy I get over these binders, my binder dilemma. Do you have like a album update? I kind of want to show you my shelves, but it's not anything exciting, to be honest. So I may or may not make a video about my K-pop album collection, but I feel like collecting albums is completely different than collecting photo cards, but that is a different discourse for a different day. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.
Have a good week.
Good night.
A great week. And remember, you are beautiful.